What up, you players? Welcome to the channel, and today we are going to talk about some Dead by Daylight. And I literally had no idea that a PTB was coming out today. Not only just any PTB, but including a new killer and survivor. The new killer being the Blighter and the new survivor being Felix Richter. So let's go in. Let's talk about some of the new changes that should be coming up that will be in the PTB. Talk about the new perks for Felix and the new perks and abilities for the Blighter. So sit back, relax, and if I get through this quick enough, hopefully I can get a match in. If not, let's just get informed. So, like I said, the new killer is going to be the Blight, and the new survivor is going to be Felix Richter. There's going to be new offerings added to the game. The offerings will be for both survivor and killers, looks like so far. The offerings will be the sacrificial ward, which cancels other offerings that would send you to a specific room. So if a killer wants to send you to, let's say, I don't know, any stage, you can offer this and it negates that, and the stage goes back to random. Add a common offering for killers and survivors, Bloodied Blueprint, which reveals the aura of the basement hook to you for 20 seconds at the start of the trial. If a map has a killer shack, this offer increases the chance that the basement will spawn below it. Okay, added the Torn Blueprint, does the same thing, but for, looks like, offerings for in the building. So if there's a building, it'll spawn, the basement will spawn in the building, which I can see me using the Torn Blueprint if hoping I get the stages like Ormond's, because like if I want to do a basement build, I want the basement to be in the middle of the building. Typically you want this always, because the building is almost always in the middle of the map, so like that's gonna work well. Bloody Blueprint will be better for stages like I forgot which one has the Billy stage, where right in the center of the stage is the basement, and everything else is like open field, and all the loops are on the outside of the stage. I feel like this one will be, the Bloody Blueprint will be better for like a Billy stage. Added a newcomer offering for killers and survivors, Annotated Blueprint. If the map has a killer shack, this offer increases the chances the hatch will spawn within it. Ooh. And Vigo's Blueprint does the same thing, but for building, has a main building. That's important, because I was thinking, what about, like, you know, stages that don't have either, much like what's that thing called, Larry's Memorial, or the Meat Shack, Gideon's Meat Factory. Both of these offerings, actually all of these offerings, would be useless, because, you know, Gideon Meat Factory has one basement slot and it's already in a building, and you know, the Larry's all has, it's just purely a building. So there's like only, oh, and also the laboratory, Hawkins Laboratory. So there's 3 stages so far that I can see that none of these offerings will work on, none of them. So that kind of sucks, but that's 3 out of how many stages? I'm excited. This is gonna be really awesome. They could do visual changes, upgrades, it looks like, on generators, pallets, lockers, and chests. And looks like generators gonna be including the models, the animations, and the sound effects. The survivors repairing animations and the FX have been updated. Oh, I'm kind of upset. I missed a whole little where they stick their fingers in there. Springwood and Yamaoka State are both getting visual updates, and they're getting added walls to them, breakable walls, which is going to be freaking awesome. And they're going to fix some flashlight fixing, which I think is pretty awesome. Also, well, look at this here, the chest fixes including the model and change a survivor's interaction. That's weird, but so a bunch of bug fixes. I've never really noticed the bug fixes. I'm one of the lucky people who don't get a lot of bugs happen to them, so I'm not really worried about that too much. But this is like a huge patch, but it's like we got to go over the new survivor and the new killer. So let's go through some of their abilities and see what they have for them. All right, so where are you, Blighter? There he is, the Blight. An unpredictable killer, able to rush forward in a burst of speed and carry off obstacles to injure survivors using the power of Blighted Corruption. So like Legion? His personal perks are Dragon's Grip, Hex Undying, and Hex Blood Favor. Allow him to impose powerful effects on generators, totems, and pallets. Oh, yeah, look at this guy. I guess? What's up with this dude's jaw? Bro. Whoa. It's all glowy like. Okay, so let's look at homie's abilities. Dragon's Grip. After kicking the generator for the next 30 seconds, the first survivor that interacts with it will scream, revealing their location for 4 seconds and become afflicted with the exposed status for 60 seconds. It has an 80-second cooldown. Anything about kicking generators, I'm all for it. I'm always for it. Hex Blood Favor. A hex that gains the entity's favor when blood is spilled. When a survivor is hit, pallets within 16 meters of your location are held in place by the entity for 15 seconds. These pallets cannot be pulled down. Wow. It has a 40-second. It's a hex totem with a cooldown? Interesting. When a survivor is hit, so you slice them and now they can't use pallets. Interesting. And Hex Undying. A hex which maintains the vile power that flows through the trial. Hex Undying is active. Survivors within 2 meters of any totem have their aura revealed for 6 seconds. I like that. When a hex totem is cleansed, that hex is transferred to an available dull totem, losing any tokens of prime. Hold up. Yo, this is so good. You run Hex Undying and any hex perk. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Immediately I think about Hex Undying and immediately think about Hex, not Devour Hope. What's the thing? Well, that's my favorite one. Burial Grounds, one where they get exposed. So does it break the pallet? Does it break the totem, make them exposed, and then it moves to another spot, allowing me to get more uses out of it? Bro, this can't be real. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, let's read homie's powers. Blighted Corruption. The pestilence serum courses through the veins, corrupting his body and mind, yet granting him unnatural physical abilities. Special ability, Rush. Press the power button to quickly rush forward. Doing so consumes a rush token. While performing Rush, the Blight cannot launch an attack. Okay, so it's like a little dash forward, like a dash forward. If you've ever played any, MOBA game, every character has like a dash. It's kind of like that. Or if you played Resident Evil Resistance, I would consider it kind of like, I don't know, Sam's dash or Jill's dodge dash. Just go forward. Dash into a wall or an obstacle to slam into it. If the rush fails to connect with the wall or obstacle, or if the Blight is out of rush tokens, he will enter a short fatigue state and begin recharging tokens. So you can dash forward, nothing happens. But if you dash forward and it's your last token, you go through a short fatigue. If you rush and connect into a wall obstacle, I gotta see what that's like. I definitely gotta see what that's like. And special attack, Lethal Rush. Following a slam, so if you hit someone into a wall, press the power button to launch a lethal rush. Doing so consumes a rush token. A lethal rush behaves the same as rush, except the Blight may launch an attack. So you hit a wall, then dash over. So what I'm getting right, you dash, you hit a wall or an obstacle, bang, and then get a lethal another dash where you can then attack. That's very strange. I gotta get into a lobby with this dude and see what that's about. At least it's not a wall of text like the last few killers we've gotten so far. But I know the queue times are gonna be long. So let's get over and let's talk about the survivor. What is Felix like? Where is Felix? There he is. Look at this blonde-haired dude. He looks like he's so rich. A visionary architect, able to use relentless determination to form a plan and help other survivors. His perks are visionary, desperate measures, and built to last. Help him reveal generators, rescue survivors, and get the most out of his tools. I'm liking that. This dude looks dapper. Bro! This dude looks so dapper. Alright, let's check out Buddy's perks. Alright, visionary. You're remarkably focused on your means of escape. You see generators' auras within 32 meters. Okay, so it's Bond, but for generators. Anytime a generator is completed, visionary has a 16-second cooldown. So you complete a gen, you can't see another gen, so you can't just see a bunch of gens and then go see and then run right to them. Okay, for balanced perks, I'm down with that. I feel like that's a bit under but for balance purpose, so they're not just running gen to gen to gen. Like, it's not hard to find gens already, but I like this. It's great for beginner survivors, I say. desperate measures, you refuse to fail, even during your darkest hour. For each injured, hooked, or dying survivor, increase the speed of your healing and unhook actions by 14%. So it's kind of like an opposite version of Thanatophobia, but instead of gens, you heal people faster and unhook people faster. So if you have Sloppy Butcher, is that each one? So let's say all four survivors are injured. You legit gaining 64% healing speed? Damn. That's nice. Screw you, Sloppy Butcher. And built to last, you know how to get the most out of your tools. Once per trial, a depleted item will refill 50% of its charges after 10 seconds. Bro, the flashlights. The flashlights. I'm gonna see, so people will be running build to last streetwise. like this is gonna go great with streetwise. I'm gonna make a build with build to last. That's gonna be the first thing I do once this guy goes live. I'm doing it because no one loves streetwise. I'm gonna give streetwise some love. So that's it so far. That's not a lot. That's the patch update and the people. I guess from this point on, I'm gonna spend some blood points and I'm gonna try and get a video out of a survivor and a killer game. But to make sure my updates aren't that long, I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you found it informative. And if you have any ideas of combos of perks that you thought of that came up, let me know. Oh wait, before we go, wait, what am I doing? Let's look at the new offerings. What do they look like? These are all the new stage items, right? It's an uncommon, right? Is it this? That's Mary's Ladder. That's elementary school. All the green offerings. Yo, I didn't realize all green offerings besides the EXP ones are stages. All right. So it's a uncommon, right? What do they look like? Oh, there's a bloody blueprint. Also, they're all uncommon. There's Vigo's blueprint, torn blueprint, bloody blueprint, and the annotated blueprint. Okay, they're all uncommon. So I went through all that for no reason. Okay, so wow, that's audio. An uncommon completely clears out a green. Suck it. But that's that. Like I said before, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Beat the crap out the like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys with the next survivor and killer video. Ciao.